And I also wanted to know a bit about how MMA ko since association, because I've talked with Hamro Nepal Basketball Association captains. I had them in podcast and boxing, but Max Bosnan. They kind of always had like let's suppose के भन्ने अब restriction because of the association there with होइन स्पेसली बक्सिङमा चाहिँ कस्तो भयो भने कल्चरमा पनि त्यस्तै रहेछ क्या सो द्याट हुन्छ नि अब उनीहरूको टिचर्सहरूलाई चाहिँ यसरी ट्रिट गर्नै पर्ने यो गरेन भने खेल्नै नदिने फाइटमा होइन त्यस्तो पोलिटिक्सहरू पनि छ एन्ड देन एसोसिएसन इन इट सेल्फले नै धेरै रिस्ट्रिक्सन्स दिइरहेछ बास्केटबलमा त झन् उनीहरूलाई के भन्छ म्याचेसहरू नै गर्नु नदिएको होइन सो प्रोफेसनल प्लेयर्स आर नट अलाउड टु काइन्ड अफ कम्पिट इन हुन्छ नि सानो सानो टुर्नामेन्ट्स एन्ड त्यहाँ होइन सो कस्तो छ सिचुएसन मुay थाईमा एन्ड देन हाउ हेज द जर्नी बिन
मुay थाई कि एमएमए
तपाईँको हिसाबमा मुay थाई
सो मुay थाई आई थिङ्क we're moving in the right direction now if you ask me पहिला हाम्रो 3टा सङ्घ थियो नेपालमै एउटा स्पोर्टको 3टा नेसनल एसोसिएसन थियो sometime last year they said no you can't do this anymore you have to have one bhanera especially Nepal National Muay Thai Association bhanera that is the only association right now in Nepal in terms of Muay Thai and change doesn't come overnight man like it takes time हैन yes Muay Thai को association हरु दर्ता भएको भयो 14 15 16 वर्ष भयो तर Muay Thai highlight मा नेपालमा आएको धेरै भएको छैन नि त सो किन 3टा थियो र कसैलाई मतलब थिएन त right because it wasn't important enough back then let's just call it what it is man अहिले important भयो mainstream भयो everybody is like oh okay Muay Thai is actually an important association to have so then they say okay streamline this make it one but like I said it's been set for like 15 years already so you got to undo 15 years of not bad of just being pragmatic just stagnant Lira has been nothing much is that oh shit my bad man sorry I heard it agi pani I thought it was somewhere else my bad sorry so you have to understand that these things don't happen overnight but gardaisa like this year we went for a World Muay Thai Federation championship in Bangkok right this year all of our flights are covered by the sports council last year some wasn't you get what I mean but this year I mean all covered but next year we can expect more and more it's good, moving in the right direction there are good people who are doing work but then there are also bad people who just want it's the same everywhere man but it's a struggle just like it is for everything else but I do feel that plus I like seeing the good in things so I feel like they're doing better I really feel like I am also a vice president of the Nepal National Muay Thai Association and I do see what they're trying to do from the inside and they're trying to do like proper selections for all international competitions they're trying to do proper nationals they're trying to make Muay Thai a part of the national games asti demo bhanera rakhyo हैन last national games but next match they want to make it part of the national games we're doing our AGM or गर्नु पर्ने देखि everything that an association has to do Muay Thai ले त गरिरहेछ के because Muay Thai मा त of course like I said खुट्टा तान्ने मान्छेहरु छ तर गर्छु भन्ने मान्छेहरु नि धेरै छ के सो उनीहरुले गर्छु भनेर नि लागेपछि त राम्रो हुन्छ भनेको टाइममा नहोला ढिलो छिटो होला बट भइरहेछ के अब MMA मा चाहिँ if I'm being honest with you MMA को association छैन के नेपालमा छैन अनि मलाई चाहिँ अब यो हुन्छ नि politics and conflict and त्यो यसले यो गरे त्यो गरे I don't like that bro like I don't know how much you know but like I kind of stay away from everything I just do my own thing you know what I mean like I do hear every once in a while but like it never bothers me it never even like reaches goes beyond my force field but so it just bounces off and goes away in a way but like MMA को चाहिँ कस्तो भयो भने अब मेरोमा नि MMA program छ नि त even we teach MMA right Gymkhana MMA has been around for like 3 years now we've got good fighters there we've got solid guys coming up अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि I saw that like okay MMA मा I'm taking Muay Thai I'm taking kids for IFMA, right, which is International Federation Muay Thai Association. Then yahanera WMF ko selection bhairasa. Then WBC bhanera cha. Then WMO bhanera cha. So what's happening is that all these kids who are fighting amateurs, they're actually getting an opportunity to represent their country on the biggest stage as an amateur. And yahanera you do well, you get your contract into bigger organizations. Okay? If you win IFMA gold, most likely you're guaranteed a good contract in some big promotion. This okay? And after years and years of hard work, we've actually made it possible for our Muay Thai athletes to go and compete in these, Nita. And MMA ma छैन. They're not getting these opportunities. So MMA, IMMAF, GAMA, कति छ नि त. And my thing was like, the only way Nepali athletes will get these opportunities is if there is an association. Because उनीहरूले invite गर्ने नि त्यसरी नै हो के. National Association or National Federation, whatever you want to call it, like bhancha, or Olympic Committee like bhancha, yeah. So the only way to do it is through that. But I was like, all right, man, let's just set it up so at least invitation to the house. If nothing else, man, let guys get invited. Whoever goes selection or आफै गर आफै जे गर्नु सक्छ म facilitate गर्नु भने म गरिदिन्छु. But I'm the vice president of Nepal National Muay Thai Association. I cannot even be on the board of Nepal MMA Association. I'm not allowed to, right? So what do I have to gain from that, man? Let's just be honest. What's in there? What's in it for me? Absolutely nothing. Other than literally wild pagal sa टाउको दुखाउने काम हो क्या. Like you come back thinking like what did I get myself into when I was doing? And त्यो पनि ठिकै छ, but it's an opportunity. Let's give it to every athlete, man. I got behind it for quite a while, okay? अनि registration को एउटा certain extent सम्म पनि पुगिसकेको थिएँ. And then, like I said, a lot of things don't get through my force field, but like, I hear the noise, and there's a lot of noise like, oh, control garnu liunu khojyo, like, trying to make the game, like, I was like, it's so far from my thought process, and it's so far from why I'm actually doing this, like, and what's, kehi ta chaina मेरो लागि, right? President अरु कोही हुनुपर्छ. And vice president म त बोर्डमा नि बस्नु मिल्दैन. Literally, as an advisor, त्यो पनि outside मा, त्यो पनि after like 3 months of establishing the association, balla you might be able to come in as an advisor. And I said I don't want to come in. I really don't want to come in भनेर. But त्यो गर्दा पनि everybody's like, not everybody, but I heard that there were a few people यो गर्नु खोज्यो त्यो गर्नु खोज्यो, and these are the MMA people फेरि. So I'm like, screw it, you do it, right? I did it because you weren't doing it, man. So if that's such a big problem, then I'm out. Like, I never wanted this anyway. Well, the athletes ko help huncha. Let them go and participate in these competitions via the government, via the National Sports Council, right? The right way. Because no matter where you fight, if you're not going through the Sports Council and you're not going through the association, it doesn't matter how big you become, right? Country ko national sports history ma, your name will never go down. Ever. I don't think people understand this. This is why you need an association. If you do not participate via the association and you go out and participate, like भोलि गएर UFC मै एकजना छिर्यो नेपाली, right? Individually छिर्यो भने sports council को तिम्रो official history मा it will never go down. As an individual जान्छ. But Olympic Committee को through गएको हैन, and official association go through gako हैन. And the Sports Council only recognizes when you go through one of the two. So Nepal ko sporting history ma नै नाम हुँदैन. अब म त history ma त नाम बसुस्. If you guys are the first ones, right? Let your name be set in history, man. It was for the MMA community. I'm a Muay Thai guy, you know. And I just thought, okay, I know people. Like I've been in this longer. I'm older than most of these guys, and let me help out भन्ने हिसाबले पो गरे हो त. अनि त्यो गर्दा नि भन्छु नि, म त त्यसै नि ड्रामा पोलिटिक्स मनै नपर्ने मान्छे. So I was like, oh, people don't like it, fine, done. Like I won't do it. But it's been like almost a year now since I stepped back, man. And what's happened?
Another question, like I was curious because MMA fights are त हुन्छ नि त नेपालमा. So let's suppose fighters got responsibility in terms of like let's suppose because fights are very के भन्छ dangerous नि त you could lose your life right
Absolutely.
so त्यहाँ accountability को हिसाबमा because let's suppose boxing मा त let's suppose छ Muay Thai मा छ
Yes.
MMA छैन भने कसले who's taking the responsibility was my first question and a lot of people's question.
To mine too. I don't know. Amateur गरायो भने ठिक छ right amateur मा त you got like enough protection and amateur मा अब त्यो ground and pounder त्यस्तो पनि हुँदैन. If you're doing pro, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's on them. I tried to. It would have been set up. It would have been. All we needed was a little bit of collaboration in fact, instead of conflict, man. But Nepal, that's wrong. There's a lot of good people here, man. But Arek Tauma, Arek field, there are people who like.
Muay Thai मा चाहिँ कस्तो छ in terms of the procedure of taking care of athletes' health कस्तो छ?
Your event has to be sanctioned by the Nepal Sports Council, by the Nepal National Muay Thai Association, and then बल्ल you can do your event. ओडामा नगरपालिकामा सबैमा गएर इन्फर्म गर्नुपर्छ, right? चिठी पाउनुपर्छ. You have to get permission. You can't just go and be like, oh, fight. You go and fight. Especially professional गर्ने भने प्रोफेसनल गरेपछि त पैसा दिन्छ पैसा दिएपछि ट्याक्स काट्छ हरेक कुराको पैसा दिएपछि ट्याक्स हाल्नु पऱ्यो नि right so you have to be registered everywhere man at least that's how I used to do it. I'm out of the promotion game. We don't do fight promotion other than GFN Prospects, which is amateurs and it's total madness and fun. It's nothing. It's just a good time for everybody. Okay? There's no serious fights happening there. It's guys on their first fight, so it's just it's just a fun night, fun event. But I don't. त्यो त हामीले सबैतिर इन्फर्म गरेर पुलिस स्टेसनदेखि लिएर सबैतिर इन्फर्म गरेर चिठी लिएर आउँछ.
त्यसको लागि.
Yeah, 100%, bro. You have to, man. Like because, like you said, it's a dangerous sport. People could die. You know, and you have to take responsibility. Like someone has to be accountable for that, Nita. And if you're, as the promoter, you're only taking accountability, you'll be in jail tomorrow. Something like that happens, man. So system ma gayo accident huncha, right? System ma ho भने accident हो. System ma हैन भने त्यो के हो त? It could be anything.
Murder,
it could be murder. It could be manslaughter. It could be anything.
Athletesहरूलाई पनि साइन गर्न लाउँछ in terms of contract.
वेभर त साइन गर्न लाउँछ तर अब यस्तो नि त वेभर त के थाहा त कहाँ साइन गर्यो टोइलेटमा लगेर घाँटीमा छुरी राखेर साइन गर्यो भने त हुनसक्छ जे पनि हुनसक्छ नि वेभर भनेर त राइट साइन त हुन्छ बट इफ द गभर्मेन्ट इज नट बिहाइन्ड इट देन yeah the governing bodies or the system has to know that this is happening and they allowed it to happen. So if they allowed it to happen भनेपछि भोलि के भयो भने त they have to take responsibility also. Then it becomes an accident like I said.
In terms of like 2 years ago, I discovered one of the juiciest burgers in town, served by Tease Your Palate, and guess what? I'm thrilled to announce that they're sponsoring this video, and they've also opened a sister venture by the name Sicily by Tease. With the same service and with the same quality, they're serving you some delicious pizzas. All the details will be down in the description. Make sure to check them out.